YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with yet another Washington football team video, and in today's video, it's that time of the week where we preview our next opponent, which is the Baltimore Ravens. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, in this case our Washington football team. And let's get straight into today's video. Roll the intro, baby. We are Washington. Let's get it.
Where all my Washington fans at? Y'all the Washington football team. How do you expect to be good, man? Y'all are trash. 3-13 yet again. Blah, blah, blah. Listen. We Washington. Chase young with the sack, rush him down. Feel like I'm sick every time he get the ball. You know it's a touchdown. Who that out wide? McLaurin, 17, you know that he's scoring. It's right off the edge, he's stopping the run. This defense is crazy, it's number one. Look at Trash, the way that he punt. You get it? We Washington, man, we Washington.
Oh, I know we're extreme underdogs this week. I do want to do this video, but it's kind of like it's pointless because we all know the outcome and the expectations. But like everyone say, it is any given Sunday, so you never know. But we already know the idea of what the outcome is going to be on Sunday. It's just a matter of how bad it's going to be. So I'm going to preview the game. And we already know the Baltimore Ravens are coming in here with a sour taste in their mouth after they got destroyed by the Kansas City Chiefs on Monday Night Football. The final score was 34-20, but the game, or the final score, does not speak for how that game went, I guess you would say. It was heavily dominated by the Kansas City Chiefs from start to finish. They just couldn't find an answer for Patrick Mahomes, and they couldn't move the ball. They held Lamar Jackson to 97 yards in total, I believe. I think 97 passing yards, but I also think it was 97 in total. I could be wrong. I think it was just 97 passing yards. Someone tell me down below. But more of the story is they contained Lamar Jackson the whole game, and the Chiefs is just, I don't know who is going to beat them. I'm talking about as far as playoffs. They may lose a couple games in the regular season, maybe not, but I'm talking about in the playoffs, especially the AFC bracket. The only team that I could possibly see giving them bump maybe is probably the Pittsburgh Steelers, because they have the best defense in the whole entire league. So maybe the Pittsburgh Steelers. Outside of that, they took care of the Ravens. They always, I think that the Ravens are 3-0 or 2-0, or 3-0 or 0-3, I should say, since I'm speaking from the Ravens perspective. 0-3 or 0-2. Going up against Lamar or Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs since the Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes battle began. So, hey, it's clear. It's literally clear that it's a way to stop Lamar Jackson. You just got to know how to do it. And quite frankly, I don't think we're going to be able to stop him. Honestly, I would have preferred them to win on Monday Night Football versus Kansas City Chiefs. That's why I was rooting for them. I was rooting for them to win because if they would have won, they would have been 3-0. They would have been happy. They would have been coming in here all excited and be like, oh, we got the Washington football team. This is an easy win, 4-0. Boom. Just how they overlooked the Tennessee Titans. That's what I was hoping and praying for that they did for us, so we can come in there and not smack them around, but leave them with a little surprise like the Kansas City Chiefs, or excuse me, like the Tennessee Titans did last year. You remember last year in the playoffs, everyone had the Titans counted out. The Ravens were the favorite, and obviously they were the number one seed in the AFC. So, or the number 2 seed, I can't remember. Was it the Chiefs number 1? I think they were the number 1 seed because they were 14-2. So I think they were the number 1 seed. And it was like they were the heavy favorites, of course. No one expected the Titans to win. So they came in there overlooking the Titans, and then you seen what happened. So that's what I was kind of hoping for this week. But obviously we're not going to get that because the Kansas City Chiefs took care of business. Like I said, they heavily dominated the Ravens throughout the whole game. They contained Lamar Jackson. Steve Spagnuolo is a phenomenal defensive coordinator. Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. That man's been taking W's all. Now, let me say this, because everyone's 2020 has been horrible. But Patrick Mahomes is probably the only one in America or in this world that's had a great 2020. This guy wins the Super Bowl, wins Super Bowl MVP, gets engaged, have a $500 million, $500 million contract, then has a kid on the way, and then also is a partial owner of the Kansas City Royals. So that man is literally a walking W. He is the only one that's probably had a great 2020, and him beating Lamar Jackson probably just added to it. So this video is about Patrick Mahomes, but you get what I'm trying to say. The Ravens were getting smacked around, so it is a way to beat them. Just take the Chiefs formula. But how hard is it to, I guess, recreate that? Very hard. Because, I mean, yeah, we have a good pass rush, but we're missing Chase Young. We're missing our best interior pass rusher in Matt Ioannidis. I think Chase Young isn't confirmed to be out, but it's likely he will be out, and he'll possibly be back next week versus the Los Angeles Rams. So, we dodged a bullet with Chase Young. But what I was saying is that we have a good pass rush. Obviously, we know that. But it seems like when we play running quarterbacks, we're less aggressive than we are when we play Carson Wentz's and Baker Mayfield's. You know what I'm saying? People that cannot run. So hopefully what I'm hoping for is to play aggressive. Play the same as far as you were playing. Treat it like you were playing Carson Wentz. And they were so worried about Kyler Murray's running ability that they got out of their passing lanes and they weren't aggressive, like I said. So hopefully Jack Del Rio can be more aggressive with his play calling and still dial up the blitz. Send them all at Lamar Jackson. Contain him. Don't let him get out of the pocket. That's what he looks to do. When you force Lamar Jackson to sit back there and pass, he's not a good quarterback. Let's just be real. But when he's able to create space with his legs and extend the plays out the pocket, that's when he's deadly. But as you see Monday night, the Chiefs literally was in his face all game, had him contained, had multiple pass rushers rushing, and had two outside, I think, linebackers or edge rushers containing the whole game, and they ran zone. Lamar Jackson cannot read defenses. Let's be real. He cannot read defenses. So if we sit in the zone all game and, contain Lamar and send some pass rushers at him, don't let him be comfortable, we could win this game. But it's not likely. I highly doubt it. Because the Ravens are coming off, like I said, yet again for like the third or fourth time in this video. They're coming in off of a performance that is not Ravens-like. So they're going to be looking to get back on track. And it's our job to knock them off. But it's not going to happen. I see us getting blown out. I honestly do. That's just me being honest and a real fan. I don't see us being able to stop Lamar Jackson because not only, like I said, is it Lamar Jackson and he's good, but he's not great. He's good, but they lost. That's what's killing me the most. Not their players, not Lamar Jackson, not J.K. Dobbins, not Mark Ingram, not Mark Andrews, who's one of the best tight ends in all of football, not Marlon Humphreys, not what's the other guy's name? Marlon Humphreys and I cannot think of Marcus Peters. That's his name. None of those guys scare me. But what scares me the most is how bad the Chiefs beat them on Monday Night Football, that they're going to be coming into Washington looking for a redemption game, and it could get ugly fast. It will get ugly fast, in my opinion. So, I just don't see no way we could beat these guys. I mean, you guys can maybe say I'm wrong or show me how we could beat them, but I just don't see us beating them, especially with us missing Chase Young and missing Matt Ioannidis for the rest of the remainder of the year and the offense being in a slump. I just don't see it. I really hope. Dwayne Haskins is not a turnover machine. He only had 3 interceptions. This is his first game with 3 interceptions. And before that, going back to last year, I don't count the games where he wasn't prepared in Minnesota and the Giants game back early in 2019. He wasn't even supposed to get in. So I don't count those games for him throwing interceptions. But since he's took over the reins as the quarterback, he's had one bad game as far as turnover goes. He maybe had 2 picks in one game before this 3 interception performance, but I doubt it. The 3 interception performance is like his only bad turnover game as far as it being his fault. So if he could just take care of the ball, maybe go in a game manager mode with Alex Smith and take what you can get and drive down the field, run the ball efficiently, and just take what the defense gives you, we could possibly make it a game. But I just don't see it happening. I really don't. But I'm going to come back. If we win this game, I'm going to be so excited because Ravens fans are just talking crazy. And rightfully so, they have the right to. I mean, they're playing the Washington football team. But I feel as though it would be a different story if we were 3-0. If we're 3-0, maybe even 2-1, it would be a different story and a different approach for the Baltimore Ravens. But since we're 1-2, they have all the confidence in the world that they're going to take care of business. But I hope it's not as easy as it seems, and I hope it's not as easy as we're making it seem. I hope Dwayne Haskins is going to have a bounce-back game. I hope so. I hope the defense is going to be phenomenal. The defense is always phenomenal. The only time that they gash us is when the defense is always back on the field and they're tired. But then when they're in their rotation, everyone's able to catch their breath. We're fresh. Then we're a problem. But then when the offense turns over the ball, get them the ball back in good field position, that's where we're at, in trouble. So I'm hoping that we can take care of business, but I highly doubt it. Honestly, I highly doubt it. So with that being said, it's been Boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe, hail to the Washington football team. It is currently, I think, 11 a.m. and I'm getting this video out early because I have some things to do today. So by the time this video goes up, it's going to go up at 3, but I record this video at, I think, 10 or 11 a.m. I can't tell because I'm looking at my, I don't have my clock in front of me, but I know it's somewhere around that time. Not that that mattered, but I just wanted to tell you guys. But as always, it's been Boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe, hail to the Washington football team. And my final score prediction for this game is 34-17. Baltimore Ravens win. Now, I'm hoping that we can upset them and that score maybe be reversed, but it's highly unlikely. So, like, comment, subscribe, hail to the Washington football team. It's your Boy Juan Gotti. I'm out. Peace.